start by saying that we all feel this, and it's good that you feel it, because if you're feeling it, it will mean that you're not going to be pushy and you're not going to be annoying people. It's a fear. It's not real. We have to look at it from the person's point of view and not our point of view. When we are selling, we feel as though we're pushing our stuff onto someone else. Let go of that feeling and instead see it as you're letting someone know that you are there to help them. If someone has a problem and you know you can help them, there is no harm at all in telling them. How can they get help if they don't know you're there? So, an example, I injured my back a couple of weeks ago. I've been in a huge amount of pain, and I got a Bowen therapist, and she's been really, really helping me. Now, she came about because I was on her newsletter, and I had been reading it regularly, thinking, at some point I'll get Bowen. Don't really need it. I mean, I like it. It's not so important. I'll get it at some point. And every month, I think she sends a newsletter. And then when I did my back in, immediately I thought of her. And I was like, brilliant. Yes. And I had her newsletter and I got her details and I called her and she came and made me feel loads better. So there's nothing wrong with letting yourself be known to other people, because at some moment it might be the right time for them. Now, there is another Bowen therapist that I have been to before, but I've not been to her for about a year, and she's never checked in. I'm not on her list. She never sends any emails. I kind of forgotten her name. And when I was thinking I need some Bowen, she just wasn't in my frame of reference. This other lady was, because she sends me regular emails. So it's really important to think people might be sitting there just kind of on the edge of needing you, but it's not enough to be searching for you or trying to find your number, or even they're just busy at the moment and it's not the right time. But if you were to appear right in front of them with a message that really speaks to them and is kind and lovely and not at all pushy, they're not going to think anything of it. They'll just think either, oh, no, thank you, I'm not interested. No, thank you, I don't need it at the moment. Oh, how kind of you to think of me, but I'm fine. Or they'll think, do you know what, that's such a nice idea. Yes, why don't I book in? This thing with getting in touch with people is something that really good marketers do. And if you do it well, if you make it personalised, if you do it as, I've been thinking about you, not, hi, do you want this special offer? But, hi, Margaret, I was thinking about you the other day, thinking I've not seen you for a while. Last time you came in, this was going on for you. And I happened to see something on telly, or I happened to see this link, or I happened to read this book and it made me think of you. Here's the link, by the way, you might find it interesting. Make it really personal and really useful and really lovely. And just letting you know, I've got some, I'm kind of booked up till Christmas, but I'm happy to make a slot available for you if you'd like it, because I know that your back was really troubling you and I'd hate for you to still be in pain. Make it really personal, really lovely, and just offer them a treatment spot, and they can absolutely say no if they don't want it. You're not standing there in the street going up to people that don't know you and don't care, going, hi, do you want this? Hello, do you want this? And that's bothersome, that's annoying. But a message from someone who you've already worked with, who you know, who you like and trust, seeing how you're doing and seeing if you just happen to want a treatment, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. On the side of the client, they will probably think, oh, how lovely of her to think of me. It's so nice that, she's even bothered checking in. And actually, I did mean to rebook and life got in the way and I just never got around to it. And actually, it's really good timing. Or the opposite. It will be, oh, it's really nice of her. Yeah, I'm kind of busy, it's fine. And either they won't reply or they'll reply and say, no, it's okay. It's just keeping people in your world and activated to know you exist, to know you're there when they're ready for your help. This is how a good marketer works, and this is what we're going to turn you into. So you don't need to be fearful about it. See it as helping. You only send 1, 2 at the most, and then let it go if someone doesn't reply. About people unsubscribing from your newsletters. Yeah, it's awful. And I had to really pull myself out of looking at who the person was and if they gave a reason and how many they'd opened and how many they'd read. I did do that for a while, and then I'm like, every time someone unsubscribes, it's someone who is not right for me, who is leaving space open for someone who is right for me. Also, everyone who unsubscribes is someone who's probably not reading your messages, probably not reading your emails, and it's costing you money to have them on your list. If you send through like a main email provider, it costs you money to have people on your list, and so the people that leave are making way for the right people. So now I've got this thing, every time someone unsubscribes, I'm really happy because they have actively taken themselves out of my world because they're not the right person for me. They're not costing me money, and they're leaving space for the right person. So people unsubscribing is often, it's just not right. Often, you know what, it's just admin. They're tidying up their inbox and they're going through and deleting the things they're not reading. Do not take it personally. As long as you're writing things that are relevant, helpful, kind, educational, interesting, funny, then there's nothing wrong. Now, if you're sending sales emails, that's what we want to not do, because no one wants just to be constantly bombarded with someone trying to sell. But if you're sending interesting, nice, helpful, informative emails and someone unsubscribes, then that's because they're not an ideal client. And as soon as you start building your audience of ideal clients, it helps you write more informative, useful things. And it means that when someone leaves, you know that you've not done anything wrong, and it's purely because they're tidying up. They haven't got the headspace or the bandwidth to be reading so many emails, and yours is just one to go, and it's absolutely fine. So let's reframe it, right? You're not chasing people. You're simply offering them something. I say it as offering a plate of biscuits. Like if you were to have a plate of biscuits, something nice that people would tend to like, and pass it to someone and say, would you like a biscuit? And they go, no, I'm all right, thank you. You wouldn't take that personally, would you? You wouldn't, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed and I'm so ashamed. It's fine, they don't want a biscuit. It's the same with saying, do you want a massage? No, thank you. Okay, that's it. Literally, they don't have to reply. They don't have to book in. They are absolutely allowed to ignore it. It's a choice for them. So it's completely ethical. You're not being pushy. You're saying, thinking about you, wondering if I can help. No selling, super low key, just checking in. You're not apologizing. You're not saying, oh, no, sorry. It's just thought of you, wanted to let you know this thing. If it's useful, here you are. Here's a biscuit. Would you like one? No, thank you. Fine. People don't mind as long as it's done in the right way. They don't mind. They can be super grateful. And the worst thing that could happen is that they just don't answer. I've done that many times. People have sent me things, just reaching out, just wondering. And I'm like, oh, I'm too busy. And I ignore it and it's gone. And that's that. I don't hate them. I just don't answer. So the worst thing that can happen is they don't answer. So all you're doing is just offering them to come back. So you don't have to force yourself to feel confident about this. You don't have to you have to have a little bit of a thick skin in that, if someone says no, if someone doesn't answer, if someone unsubscribes, we have to be okay with that. But what we really have to do is just remember that we're just helping people to know we're there. We're offering them something, and if they don't want it, it's absolutely their choice. There's no pushiness. They can say no, they can ignore you, or they might say yes, and that's it. Hope that's helped everybody. Bye-bye.